Hello and welcome back. Susan Zumo here, originator of Soul Patterning Harmonics. September frequencies are all about a pause. When I asked this morning what we could look forward to in September, I was told pause, step back, reset, re-examine, make adjustments. Before we head into the last 3 months of this year, pause. Check into everything. Look within and make sure that you are on the path that you want to be on. Be positive about the direction that you're heading. And look forward to great changes coming in the rest of the year, these last 3 months. They talked a lot about numbers today. They told me that all the threes were very important. 3, 6, 9, 12, March, June, September, and December. So we know that each of these are part of a 3-month cycle during the entire year. And so you might want to go back and examine March and June to see what you were doing, what was going on, and where you were in terms of your path, your changes, and then also look at the world, because there were significant events I heard happening in those months as well. So September is a 9-month, and they talked a lot about the 9-month being a closing cycle. Even though it's not the end of the year, it is a closing period of time. And so the image I was given was actually a person who was pregnant, a pregnant woman getting ready to give birth. When she enters that 9th month, she knows that things are about to change significantly. And it may be a very quiet time while waiting for that child or that labor to start. Once that child is born, everything changes forever. Nothing is the same. And yet for a first-time parent, they don't know exactly what that's going to look like. They may imagine, they may anticipate, they may look at others and try to draw conclusions. But for them individually, they don't know what will happen until after that event happens. Well, this also applies to any great change in our lives, whether it's a major move, a major job change, a marriage, a relationship, a separation, any large significant change that happens. We don't know exactly how that's going to play out until we experience it. And that's where we are right now. So right now, we are at a time of gestation about to be complete. September is a time to pause, go within, become settled and centered, because October, November, and December are going to bring about big changes. And we don't know how that's going to play out, and we don't know what it's going to look like until it happens, because it hasn't happened before. So we don't really have any experience to fall back on or any idea of how things will be individually and collectively, because not only are big changes going to happen in your life, they're going to happen all around us, in your states, in your countries, in the world. And so we have to be centered. We have to be rested, and we have to be grounded in order for us to move through these changes without being pulled off balance very quickly. So again, marked change starting in October. So what does that mean? That means that if you have been doing your homework all year, if you have been raising your frequency, expanding your love vibration, if you have been releasing fears, then the lens through which you see the changes in October will be a positive lens. And you will have no problem weathering the storms that will be going on around you. You will also be in a position to help others who may not be so grounded and who are going to need a stabilizing voice in their lives. So this is going to be important. You may become someone's personal cheerleader in October. And I hope that everyone in their lives has a personal cheerleader. I hope that you have someone or someones in your life who will encourage you and support you and call out the best in you. Someone who will always be in your corner. Not someone who will support your fantasies and your delusions, but someone who will see the true you and support that as you move through your life and your decisions. I have lots of gratitude for the friends and supporters in my life who back me up, who always encourage me, who always give their best to me. And I've been very fortunate to have that. I have a best friend who always has supported me through my whole life. She's the reason that you're actually getting to see a background instead of that white wall that I used to sit in front of when I started doing these videos. She said, why don't you put something in the background for those people? And you can see that that was an excellent suggestion. Excuse me. I have a friend who every time that I speak to him, we both leave the conversation feeling elevated and encouraged. And I want you to have that as well. If you don't have someone like that in your life, ask for it. Ask for it to be brought into your life. And if you can be that for someone else, be that for someone else. Everyone deserves a personal cheerleader, in my opinion. So gratitude is going to be important in the month of September. Let's focus on gratitude for everything that has happened so far this year and for everything that's going to be happening in the future. The attitude of gratitude is going to really carry you through these events that are going to be popping up. I was told, raise your frequency now. Even if you've had a difficult year, you're feeling down in the dumps, you're not feeling very optimistic, shift that now. Because the frequency that we carry within ourselves during the month of September is going to have a direct effect on our perceptions of the events that follow for the rest of the year. And so that's going to be very important for us. They said your frequencies determine your perceptions. And that's true. So if your frequency is high and you're feeling good about yourself and about the future, regardless of what you're seeing happening around you, that's what your perceptions will be. You will be able to see through the junk to the good stuff. And I say that because during these next couple of months, when things start to really pop, you're going to get information from all kinds of different places. Things are going to be thrown at you. Are you ready for the kitchen sink? Because it's coming. Everything is going to be thrown at us. And if we cannot use our discernment and keep our frequency where it's in a high positive place, we're going to get confused really quickly. We're going to be called off balance really quickly, and things are not going to be pleasant for us. And I don't want to see that for you. You are going to have facts uncovered and thrown at you. You are going to have information thrown at you, revelations, actions in the outer world. All kind of things are going to be happening. It could be chaotic at times, just in the information that you're receiving. Don't take new information as an opportunity to be afraid. Don't be afraid. That's the key. To be unafraid is the most rebellious act that we can perform at this time. So let go of your fear. If you discover that something that was given to you in the past is not good, don't be afraid. Be focused and take steps to mitigate those effects, but do not do it through fear. Do it as a resulting of love of self. That's going to make a huge difference and carry you a long, long way. 9s, closing cycles. You will see that the things that have been done all year are going to come to an end. Activities that were started in January will close down. This is the time for you to reap the benefits of everything that you have accomplished in the first 9 months of the year. October, November, and December give us the opportunity to decide what it is we do not want to carry into the next year and what it is we do want to carry forward with us. It can be a time of clearing out karmic obligations and relationships. It can be a time of beginning new projects in your mind, in formulation, not necessarily always starting them, although that will happen for some people. It is a time where we prepare for the coming year. And it can be an absolutely fabulous time. Don't get me wrong. We are going to have lots of frequencies coming into the planet. Lots of energy pouring in. Tons of downloads from the Galactic Alliance, from your galactic family, from your soul family, for all of those who are unseen, supporting everything that we are doing on this planet at this time to support the great shift. Don't ever doubt that. Your soul will come in closer than ever before if you invite it. Your higher self will open communication to you like never before if you listen for it and invite it. You will have visitations in the dream state and in the awake state like never before if you are unafraid and invite it. Okay? Don't be silly. Be measured. Be conscious. Don't be afraid. And if you are afraid, then seek out help to release those fears. Right? Don't push them to the side and pretend that they're not going to come and bite you in the butt, because you know they are. Do what you need to do to get yourself to the best place that you can be in, so that when fall really comes in and things really start to pick up, you will be prepared and you will have your support system in place. Never forget your unseen assistants. They are there for you and they will help you at any time of day or night. Pay attention to your dreams. Lots of frequencies, downloads, information, and shifts will be coming in. These are going to be extremely positive and forward moving for people who are ready. And you'll know if you're ready because you know yourself. So we have a lot to look forward to in the last quarter of the year. Remember, the 12th month is going to be extremely significant. I had to laugh because I'm thinking, well, what about the election in November? And they said, no, it'll be December will be the significant month. That's when we're really going to see everything. So lots of changes, lots of things being thrown at us, lots of things to try and pull us out of our center and create fear and instability. During this month of September, pause. Put down your roots. Stay grounded. Do what it is that you need to do to stabilize. And if you need help with that, I invite you to reach out. Contact me. Put something in the comments. Whatever it is that you can do to get yourself grounded. My first recommendation is to go within. Talk to your higher. If you're not feeling 100% great about the next 3 months, then ask what you need to do to get into that place. This can be an absolutely wonderful time if our frequency is set in the right place and our perceptions are in the right direction. You're not alone. Please remember that. So on that note, I want to remind you all, or just let you all know, that the Higher Consciousness Café meets on the first Monday of every month, although this month we're going to meet on the 9th because of Labor Day. Also, I will be putting up the Foundations Workshop Series as a downloadable self-paced program, and I will be doing that in the month of September during my pause. And I'll let you know when it's up for you to download and how we can go about doing that. So again, lots of resources, lots of opportunities, and lots of support if you need it. Even if things are going great for you, take this time, pause, go within, pause, look around at the world around you. Determine for yourself what is real and what is not real. And remember, there are always wonderful things going on in the background that you may not be aware of. So their advice and mine is to always assume the best. Don't assume the worst. That will not help your frequency, it will not help your emotions, and it will not improve your life. So assume the best. Know that you are loved, you are protected, and that everything is going to be okay. I hear that all the time. Everything's okay. And I hold on to that, and I hope you will too. So until next week, when we look further into September, I hope that you take a moment to pause and have gratitude for who you are and everything in your life. Until next week, I wish you many blessings.